No. Come on. Come on. Oh, that's a freaking toad. Hey, welcome. This is Sig Taylor with Fish Out Loud. Hey, if you like that fish, stay tuned for some fish catching action, and then wait to the end, and I'll explain to you exactly what I did here on Lake Seminole for the 4th tournament of the year for the Bass Nation Northwest region. I'm excited. We're going to the state championship, which is on the same lake, Lake Seminole. So stay tuned. Here we go. Oh, get in there. Get in there. My Lord, he's shit. Get in there. My Lord. Here we go. That's what we're talking about. All right, look at that. Right there we're supposed to be. Yeah, there we go. No. Come on. Come on. Oh, that's a freaking toad. All right. Look at that. Oh my. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Lord. Look at that. That's a nice one. That's a nice one. Look at that. All right, guys, you're just one cast away. Yes. 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 Oh. I've been waiting for you. Pop right off. Another nice one, guys. All right, remember, you're just one cast away. That's easy.
He said everything went right, including putting the fish in the bag today. They put themselves in there. I know.
Oh, thank you. We'll see. At 15 for sure. Thank you. They're so jacked on the juice.
Yeah.
Oh, I like them. Yes. They were very cost effective too. My God, yeah. Alright. Okay, there we go.
There you go, cameraman.
Alright. Still video? But
Yep, still video. Alright.
fine.
Beautiful. You quit pulling that size out all you want to. Good Lord. Make sure you get some picture before you
Oh, yes.
That's number 6, ain't it?
Yeah. So,
It's going to be close. It's going to be close. 1861.
1861. I'll take it. That was an exciting day. And I want to kind of share with you a little bit. I spent a couple days on the water pre-fishing, and I was on a pretty good chatterbait bite. Absolutely. I got some nice ones, and I'm going to be coming out with that video too. And I thought, well, okay, great. But just by chance, I was fishing in the area where I saw some bait flickering on top of the water, and small bass busting. I caught a couple small ones, but I said to myself, okay, hold on a second here. We got a school of small bass, and Lake Seminole is going through that transition right now where a lot of the fish have spawned already and they're starting to move back out into the lake. And I said, okay, maybe if these small bass are eating this bait, there's got to be some bigger ones around, like a bigger school. So I just kind of searched around, and I caught one about 3 pounds, 10 ounces on Friday. And I said, okay, I'll tuck that away. Come Saturday, the weather conditions had changed. Getting a lot of fronts coming through. And I decided, well, let me just catch some small fish right away and, at least try to get 5 fish, all right? I, again, thought I was going to be throwing a chatterbait all day, and it turned out that wasn't the case at all. Matter of fact, I did throw it, but mainly stayed in one spot, and I was throwing a lipless crankbait. And I want to share my theory, my philosophy that I use with lipless crankbaits. I'm going to stick with a chartreuse shad color in low light conditions. So first thing in the morning, on cloudy days. But the moment it gets sunny, I'm going to switch that color to probably a more natural color, like a ghost shad color. So I don't know what lipless crankbait that you like, but I can tell you that I'm really impressed with the new Nomad design lipless crankbaits. They're called a Swimtrex Max, and I like to stay with about a 3/4 ounce. Will I go down to a 1/2 ounce? Yes, I do, and I even go up sometimes to a 1 ounce, especially now that I'm going to be doing some inshore fishing here where I live. But I like to stay with that 3/4 ounce. And I developed something a long time ago that very few people know about. And so this is, again, on the West Coast, but it's working out here too. It's called a rip and rattle. Now, I'm going to have to call it a jerk and rattle because you guys know jerk baits. Where I come from on the West Coast, they're rip baits, but jerk baits. And what I do is I literally jerk that lipless crankbait through the water and just jerk it, pause, jerk, pause. And that just seems to get them fired up. And I can say that all the fish I caught except for the one big one was pretty much had done their thing, were spawned out, were trying to probably get healthy again before they head out into the lake. And I did see some of the bait. It was interesting. They were about 5 or 6 inches. I couldn't see the whole body, but I could see them on top of the water, and those little bass were just munching them. That's another thing too, also to consider. When you see smaller fish, a lot of times they're more active than the bigger ones. The smaller fish do the work, and sometimes they stun the bait, and the bait kind of flutters down to the bottom, and those big fish just go and pick it up, and thus the rip and rattle technique on a lipless crankbait. So I was excited. It was 1861. I ended up taking $1,000 home. Hey, I'll take that. It was I called a lot. But what was really great about this tournament was the fact that I did not lose one fish. I don't know if you notice my net. I got a pretty big net. Usually I have a co-angler with me. So when I'm fishing on the pro side, I have a co-angler with me. And when nets are permitted, that co-angler's right there, sticks it in, and scoops the fish up. I had to do it on my own. I haven't done that for a long time. So I'm going to try to think of a device that I could try to get a handle on there, glue duct tape a handle on there during those times when I'm fishing by myself in one of these events. I can't say anything bad about the day. Everything went right. Every fish that bit, I hooked and got in the net. I had 3 of the fish come off right in the net. Others were stuck pretty good. So I was really excited about that. I love Lake Seminole. For my friends on the West Coast, Lake Seminole to me is like a delta, California Delta / Clear Lake cross. Lake Seminole is a river. It's got a big creek, two rivers coming into it, so it is a river reservoir. There's lumps, bumps, humps, and stumps everywhere, so you got to really be careful where you're running around. But I really like that lake. I'm excited that this year's Florida State Championship for Bass Nation is on Lake Seminole. And even though I haven't been that many times, this is my third year fishing Bass Nation here in Florida. I haven't been there that many times. I'm probably going to spend a lot of time pre-fishing and trying to figure it out. The tournament's coming up in June, and I'm excited for doing some punching, throwing some frogs, doing that summertime thing that I usually used to do back at home. Guys, I hope that's some great information. Wherever you're at, keep an eye on the activity, okay? And just because there's small bass eating bait doesn't mean that there's a school of big ones somewhere around. And just keep an eye open for things. I had a jerk bait handy. I had a lipless handy. I had a topwater handy. They really didn't want the topwater. They wanted it below the surface, even though they were crushing bait on top of the water. Go figure. But I really appreciate taking the time. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, hey, hit subscribe. I appreciate it. And remember, guys, you're always just one cast away.